No one's going to join your team, at least from a recruiting standpoint. And no one's going to take a one-on-one strategy call with you unless you can demonstrate some credibility that you know what you're talking about and you can lead them. This is where a seminar comes in, a workshop, a lunch and learn, you doing some type of public speaking. Now, whether it's done on Zoom or it's done in person, it's irrelevant, but we need some type of event. But if you go to a Tony Robbins event, so what I want you to see here, he doesn't even call them events, he calls them experiences. So these are all the events that Tony has. He has Unleash the Power Within, Business Mastery, Date with Destiny, Leadership. Now, these are very standardized events. If you go to these events are so scripted. I mean, they are down to the music and the timing, and they're scripted. They're extremely standardized. And he just repeats the same event, the same Business Mastery, the same Date with Destiny. He's been teaching the same Date with Destiny for like 20 some years. And a lot of the examples haven't even changed. I just want you to see how the event has been standardized. It's been written down, and you can hire instructors to teach it. Got it? It's not, here's this random thing I'm going to make up one time and then be done with it because you just kind of exhausted yourself. And now you have to go do it all over again. I would like you all to host a business planning workshop or a business planning clinic. And I'd like you to create a standardized, scripted, kind of down to the minute workbook type of thing where you teach an agent who's doing, entry-level business how to write a business plan. And you're going to do it in about 3 hours to start. And this 3-hour business planning clinic, you're going to hold somewhere between every month to every 3 months. It kind of depends upon demand, depends upon your market, depends where you're at. But this is an event that you can copy and paste over and over and over again and teach the same thing where there's no burden of coming up with new material or really any work. Got it? So somebody can go to your blog and they can click events and they can see you're holding a workshop in October, you're holding a workshop in December, you're holding a workshop in February, you're holding a workshop in March, in June, all the way out to 2021. And you could buy a ticket right now. These are all the workshops. I teach the same thing over and over and over and over. And in all of your videos and all of your communication with agents is come to the next training. All right. If you had some of your existing agents in your brokerage show up to this, what would you teach them? What are 3 very important things they need to know about lead generation? What to do? What are 3 very important things that they need to know for lead conversion? What are 3 very important things they need to know for presentations? All right. And if you really, really wanted to do a good job with this, you would try to take each of those points and tell a story around it. This is how you really become a really good speaker, through telling stories. So think I'm going to tell a story about, I don't know, this agent for lead generation for point number 1. For lead generation, point number 2, I'll tell this story. And for point number 3, I'll tell this story. Right? So now you come up with like all of these stories you're telling of agents that work for you, agents on your team, a story from past experience of if you had 3 hours with, I don't know, a couple agents in the room, maybe 15, 20 in the room, whatever. And you really did help them write a business plan. You don't have much time for 3 hours. So you can probably touch on 3 key points. And when you teach and you want to share things, it's best through usually storytelling. Figure out maybe what that would be.